Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Star Series Season 3. We're here in the second game of Horde versus Team Secret. I'm Lysander, going to be joined here by Mike Loris, my co-caster, and we are going to talk you through this game. Horde dropped game number 1 to Team Secret. And, we did agree that Horde had a great start, were in the position to win, but Secret were just too strong for them, shut them down. And at the back of Slaughter Lifestealer with Puppy support in the backlines with just too much for them to deal with in game number 1. Will they do better in game 2? We start off with a Meepo ban from Secret. What do you think, Mike? What do you think?
We are playing up against Excalibur. I think that it's been banned against him, but it's usually like a 4th or 5th ban, like one of those later bans. Usually I'd be a little bit more scared of, a Slardar or like a Luna Shadow Demon type of opening. Who knows? But sure, it's there. You're up against Excalibur, so I guess it makes some sense to some extent. What I want to see from Horde is I think the Naga Siren kind of screwed them in that game. Not because Naga Siren played poorly. I don't even think it was a bad pick, but I think because they had Naga Siren, they kind of put the brakes on as far as their gank play was concerned. They're like, okay, well, we don't have to really go super aggressive for kills. We just have to buy some space for the Naga Siren. And then they didn't go for kills, and then the enemies got kills instead, and then your Naga Siren just always got picked off. I think just having that in the back of their mind may have messed with them just a little bit too much. If they go for a more all-in type of strategy where they get kills, snowball that, and try to win off of that, they'll be a little bit more consistent in how they're actually coordinating their fights.
Yeah, well, in this case, we do get a Horde Slaughter pickup, so the tables are turned. But like you mentioned, a Shadow Demon Luna could be looming in the distance, and that is no fun to play against as well. Shadow Demon is actually a hero I ban every single pub game now. But oh wow, Shadow. I've been seeing quite a bit of a lot of SF coming back into the meta. So what is up with that? Maybe they like the talents, or I don't know, something. The hero is just seemingly better now. I would like to say that it's something to do with shrines, because previously the nerf to Shadow Fiend that took him out of the meta, I think, was the Shadow Rays mana nerf. I think that was it, right? It made it too expensive for him to farm neutrals in the jungle, but now shrines counteract that. Maybe that's why he's better now.
It was that and the magic resistance spawning in the jungle, so it made raising down camps a lot more difficult. It was a whole bunch of things, really, but I think we could point at those two as just some things that had the Shadow Fiend go away for a little while. I do think that this patch is pretty good for him, just like overall game plan wise. Usually teams want to hit this nice mid-game type timing. That's why we see a lot of heroes like the ones we're seeing banned out right now, Ember Spirit, Lone Druid, like these heroes that do hit critical mass in the mid game and just get so much stronger than their opposition. Then they just push and kind of just dominate the map with it. Shadow Fiend is one of those heroes. Luna usually is one of those heroes as well, but Horde are going to kind of deny Luna away from Team Secret, grab it for themselves.
Yeah, and usually I see, we cast a lot of Chinese Dota together. When we see a Luna not paired with the Shadow Demon, some alternatives usually become a Rubik or a Witch Doctor. I think the two most common heroes to pair with the Luna, because those two heroes are good at counter ganking. They're also good at chipping away at enemy HP with the help of Luna Blessing, because of how good their attack animation is. I personally like Rubik a lot more, but Witch Doctor is just as good against divey lineups, because how Cask works. It just really makes tower diving a pain. And overall, I think it should just be a range support that Horde will be looking toward. But any combos with Shadow Fiend now? Or is it just the hero?
Usually it's just going to be the hero, unless you want to kind of go for like a Dazzle type hero. Just kind of pile on the extra damage. You do want to have a frontliner if possible, because your Shadow Fiend does not want to be in the front. But you already have the Shadow Fiend, Shadow Demon, so you have that defensive aspect already. I don't really think they need to pile on that much more to really enable the Shadow Fiend. I think they should just mostly be worried about how do we deal with the Slardar, how do we deal with this Luna, because, well, I mean, these heroes from Secret are... Shadow Demon's okay at dealing with both of them, but it is only kind of slow them down technique and not as much a stop technique for them. I want to see them pick up a Shadow Demon combo and try to just really apply that kill pressure, get that disruption to set up for something.
I think Kunkka is ideal. It helps negate a lot of that splash damage Luna does. Resist some of the bursts that Slada will be aiming to do. And Shadow Fiend is a guy that could really benefit from this tankiness from the Rum overall. And Kunkka is a nice pair up, and you see the Rubik getting banned out right away. So Team Secret, they kind of know the trend of how Luna is, Luna works. Because when Luna draws a pick, usually because of that aura, you only need one support to be with her, because that guy hits hard enough to bully the offlaner. So you're free to do something else like an Ogre to bully the mid laner or something. And I think Ogre is not too bad for Horde here.
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, otherwise you're going to give it to Team Secret, because it looks like they could play an Ogre as well. Ogre is just the hero that fits into most lineups. And I wouldn't be surprised if they just pick it up for Puppy here. But maybe he doesn't like to play boring heroes like Ogre. Maybe he goes for Silencer again.
I mean, what kind of Horde would they be if they didn't have an Ogre on their in their draft, right? That just doesn't make any sense.
Yay, Horde joke number 2!
You need to have the Ogre.
Seconds remaining.
But yeah,
Lore.
definitely.
We did it.
You gotta get the Troll Disruptor in as well, and the Torrents, the Earthshaker, and the what's you call them, Elder Titan.
Reserve time.
Are those actually? Oh, those were Torrent. I don't think
Yeah.
they're Torrent anymore,
Yeah, they're
or
not.
even anything similar.
Copyright.
They're cow-like. It's
Yeah.
close enough.
Do you
Close
assume
enough.
their
Spirit
race?
Breaker, I guess, is one as well. But yeah, for the Horde side, they take out the Mirana, they take out the Darkseer. I think Darkseer mostly just for the reasons of Darkseer. Whoa, yeah, Earthshaker with Team Secret. I mean, yeah, take out the Mirana, protects you against the Shadow Demon Mirana combo. That's perfectly reasonable. But Team Secret now have a lot of setup. Earthshaker does really well with Shadow Fiend, just because you can usually
Boom,
set
down
up
raise.
with Fissure into 2 raises. That's pretty easy.
Yeah, it's a nice solid combo, and I knew Puppy wouldn't pick something boring like an Ogre, and he was always one of my favorite captains to watch because of how he innovates and how he knows how to work a draft, and how he maybe it's just him, don't like to play boring heroes. He likes to play those high skill heroes like junglers or Shaker even. I'm gonna look like a fool if he gives this to Pilot I play Shadow Demon.
Radiant team's turn
But-
to pick.
That's gonna be a lion for Horde, so that's quite a bit of lockdown right now. Squishies, but lockdown. For Horde here, the stun hex will be enough for Luna to kill off an offlaner. Bully a Timbersaw pick that could come out here.
10 seconds remaining.
What offlane are you thinking of here for Team Secret now? Or is this a offlane Earthshaker? Could be. Okay, there you go. Answer my own question. Or rather, they answered my question for me. I like the Zombie Knight pick. It's very good. Against a Slaughter initiation, if the Omni Knight stays back, can nuke that sucker, can repel off that Amplify, and now you can't actually dispel repel with Diffusal Blade. It makes it a lot more scary to deal with. I'm liking it so far.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this Lion pick. Like, already Lion is a really clunky hero. He's slow, needs to get into a good position. You're up against Earthshaker, so already you're gonna have to deal with wandering through fissures, so your kind of disable combo is a very low chance of landing properly. And if you're up against Shadow Demon as well, so it's like Hex into Disruption, and then you're kind of just wasting a lot of that stun duration on nothing. And now with an Omni Knight, it gets even worse. Like, you can't really perform those stun combos if you're Lion. If you're Slaughter and trying to blink in, it's just so difficult because you may blink in, but that target who you're going for is going to get help. Like, everyone pretty much on Team Secret can help each other. Maybe Shadow Fiend is the exception to that. But this is going to make it so that Horde work so hard for initiation and then don't even get their kills.
Yeah.
They do have a lot of kind of brute force damage. They can kill Roche very quickly. They can bring down towers. That's very easy for them. And Team Secret, maybe a little bit damage light unless Shadow Fiend gets nuts out of control. But they just need a decent carry hero for MP, and then
I just
pretty much all
giggled a
those
little
problems
bit.
are
I'm
solved.
sorry. Yeah, that Ogre ban. Got a smile on that one, but
Feels bad.
well, Team Secret, do they look towards a DPS or DOT kind of hero to deal with this Templar Assassin?
10 seconds
Or
remaining.
do they ignore the fact that she's there altogether and maybe get someone resilient
seconds
to
remaining.
deal with this lineup? I think they'll need someone that can frontline, actually. Or abuse the Shadow Demon. Juggernaut comes to mind, but Juggernaut melts to physical damage. I still think Juggernaut wouldn't be too bad,
Dire
actually.
team's turn to pick.
Yeah, Juggernaut does seem like one of the more likely heroes. Is there any way they fit like an Alchemist into this pool? I don't really think there is.
A little bit
If
too
they-
greedy, maybe?
Yeah. Like that'll be
It'll
another
be cool
type
though.
of hero that they would
All
like.
of them can use Aghanims.
They could just Slark. Like that's pretty insane here as well.
Well, we'll see. It's probably gonna be a... If they pick a self... I personally think that Viper is pretty strong against Slaughter, TA, and Luna. But I'm not sure Viper is what they're looking for. It can push towers with Nether Toxin, which will be strong, but that will be a little bit all-in-ish because of because they're going to be able to... they're going to have to rely on ending the game quick because Viper is not one of them carries that goes that well late game. And oh yeah, we forgot about this guy. You know, in some metas they just pick Underlord every game, and some are just ignore it. You know, I don't know what's the deal. Ooh, okay.
And there's
Why
the
would...
Slark.
Yeah, we forgot about this guy. Always forget about Slark.
I said Slark.
Okay, you did.
What the hell?
Okay, you did. I'm sorry. But you know,
I demand my credit.
Okay, here's
I mean,
your credit.
it's just like you,
Ka-ching.
you get the damage over time, kind of from
Yeah.
the pact. Just burns through refraction immediately. Horde already will have some issues trapping down these heroes, and now you have to spend even more time trying to peg down a Slark.
Repel
So,
Slark. Good
yeah,
luck.
Repel Slark. That is the stuff of nightmares right there.
Undispellable Repel
I like
Slark.
where Team
Alright.
Secret have they have so many defensive options and a lot of damage with their cores if they're protected well. For Horde, they kind of just have to group up and kind of just smork the enemy towers. Just go in and try to go hard. But if you don't get initiation off, if you don't get a fast blink dagger on one of these heroes, or if you don't catch someone random in the Pit of Malice, then pushing the Team Secret base is going to be incredibly difficult.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be rough. We'll see how the Horde can, as you said, smoke towers. But it doesn't look to be easy. There is a good amount of wave clear with Razors and a little bit from Fissure, but a little bit light if the Shadow Fiend isn't there. So maybe we could see something happening. Is this pause on your screen too?
Yeah, I didn't even
Okay.
know you could pause here. But
Alright.
apparently you can.
It's a version 7 thing. Keizu
Yeah,
paused the
we
game.
figured it out.
Alright, version 7 comes with new technology. Pause during the draft. Alright, so, you know, they left us hanging. It's like a season break in a TV show. Who picks what, you know, on Team Secret. Some people are calling for Puppy Omni Knight, but I think it's more Keizu Omni Knight. And a Puppy Shaker, possibly a 2-1-2 again. Underlord is pretty easy to bully with a Shadow Demon slot. Maybe they put Shaker there, they could get a kill on Underlord. He is a hero that can be punished at level 1.
Let's go.
do you
Underlord
think?
is very difficult to bring down, but with the amount of stun duration and setup that they actually have on the Team Secret side, it is very possible, and it is going to be Keizu Omni Knight with the Puppy Shaker. He has no ability. He has a good amount of regeneration, though, so he is going to be kind of ready for this, although I think Ake spotted him one more time. Seems like maybe. But probably not long enough to see any Observer Sentry status, so he may waste an Observer here, or Sentry. There are no Sentries here, so they're not wasting anything. Alright, well, Underlord's still going to go towards that bottom lane, and if they just keep applying the pressure here, if Pylai died, does not leave the side of MP, then Underlord, yeah, he can take a couple hits, but he will not be able to take all the hits, especially once Shaker rotates in.
Alright. I already feel bad for Lai in this game. I feel like he's gonna be melting a lot this game. Slot's gonna bully him,
Seconds to battle.
and there's nothing his team can do about it. I'm just calling it. Aki dies at least 5 times this game. At least.
Earthshaker is just really good against Lion.
Yeah.
Just 'cause
Lion is a hero that's good on paper. It's like, oh cool, we got 2 stuns, we got a nice burst, but he has to be the guy that takes initiative, because if he gets jumped, he's pretty much dead.
And like Earthshaker and Lion are actually kind of similar in how kind of slow and clunky they are. You have to be in a good position. You're really slow and you're usually really poor, so it's hard to get into those good positions. The difference is that Shaker just has more range.
Yeah.
So he can throw out his fissure and have a little bit more leeway, whereas for Lion, you can't just throw out your spells and be okay with that. You have to kind of get close and micromanage your spells a little bit more. So that's really where the difference comes in now. We see Pablo
trying to
looking
go for a courier
something cheesy,
snipe.
but
Yeah.
Puppy sees him.
Yeah, Shaker's not gonna be allowing any of that. But Pablo comes in, so yeah, I didn't really realize, because they have this means they will have a support Slava. They'll be running around with boots. Really gotta make some things happen with that, because it's a very, very greedy and risky style of play. Excalibur could get blocked out here if he's not careful. Puppey throws it out. Excalibur dropping low. There is no real burst damage from mid 1 to actually
Bottom.
kill him off right now. Bottom, what's up? 4 stacks
They
of
missed their
poison.
pounce, but we can already see E-Skill getting messed up in this lane.
Yeah. Very interesting to see the poison being skilled up again. That
Oh,
you know,
is
some
he
shadow
dead, Tom?
demons. Oh, I think it's fine. Is there another beam? There's no beam. So, yeah, there are some shadow demons that actually skip poison altogether now and max out the soul catcher with disruption because of how strong it is together. But Pablo is just going for courier snipe, and we'll see if Secret fall for this. Will the donkey get beaten up by the fish? Oh, I think it will. Oh, no, no sir. Puppey calls it. He pings it, and he says, no, no siree, Pablo.
Bottle secured. Yeah, I mean the
You
call
can't,
of
you can't
whether
slip
you
it past
want.
Puppey. Come on, Puppey's too seasoned for that. Cheap
Yeah, Puppey's
trick.
been around.
Yeah, cheap trick. Not gonna work for this guy. And yeah, we talk about E-Skill getting hammered in this lane, and he's still level 1. Really wants to get that Trophy Aura up there. But the Firestorm was picked up first to mess up Creep Equilibrium. Should be able to get that now. Keizu already level 3 to give some contrast to how the situation is.
E-Skill's actually pretty lucky that he hasn't died yet. If MP hit the first pounce, then I'm pretty sure they would have been able to take him down just with right clicks and whatnot. He at least has a magic stick now, so the shadow poison spam is going to be biting Pi in the ass just a little bit. But he's not really going to be able to contest the Slark. He can stick around and get experience for himself, but once MP gets level 3, level 4, then the Underlord's time gets significantly worse. And not to mention the fact that we still have Puppey to think about, who's trying to pull Wolves to the tower. Can you even do that? I don't think he can. I think he's just slowly farming it up because he has no mana.
Well,
Looks like he can bring him to the
oh,
tower.
Pablo gonna get caught. Oh, the crush gonna land just nice, and wow, he has been waiting from minute 1, and that is a great opportunity to get there. Really threading the wire there, Shadow Fiend, just stretching his hero's life pool as much as he can, and in the end, getting punished by a rotating Slaughter of all things. Nice little gank there. It's getting worried for
Shadow
Pablo.
Fiend's Soul's low. They don't have to worry about Puppey right now, who's just slowly grinding away in the jungle as Earthshaker, which takes a very long time. So mid 1 is kind of on an island by himself, and there's not much that Excalibur can do by himself.
What
to
the
shut down
hell?
the Shadow Fiend, but he can, if mid 1 keeps raising, he keeps putting himself in the river kind of middle area, then that makes it so that Pablo actually does have a chance of landing a crush even without that Sonic Trap as setup. So mid 1's got to watch out how many raises he's actually throwing out and how far he actually pushes its wave.
Yeah. Shadow Fiend's always been that hero since the start of time, you know, that has to really balance out on how much he puts the aggression out there and how defensive he plays it. But now he's playing very aggressive because he got 2 buddies in the back there that will bail him out in times of need. So mid 1 does take a few Sideblade hits to the face though, and that's not something you really want. I do like this pickup again of that Templar Assassin against the SF. Again, Horde did pick, I would say Templar does decent against, would have an advantage against SF in the lane. Especially now that she's a kill up. Definitely going to be favored against SF. And twice now they have got favored matchups against mid 1. Oh, it really does matter how they push this advantage. Oh, Slaughter coming in again. Oh, looking for mid 1. Does he find it? No. Shaker's there.
That should be how most of your statements end. It's they can't do it because Shaker's there. And Puppey's level 3 now, so Fissure level 1 is a wall, but you know, as a stun, as a damaging tool, it's mediocre. So you really do need levels in that, and you know, more stun duration means more time to set up for those raises for mid 1, who's just constantly shoving in that wave. It looks like they should be able to cut any losses from mid 1 from here on out. He also has a little bit of a jungle to work with, set up here by Puppey, so it's not bad for Secret right now.
Nice.
But
Even a Fissure to make sure he
E-Skill-
takes minimal damage. Look at
Ooh,
this.
E-Skill dodged another pounce.
Yeah.
He's still gonna take a beating from this one
Oh.
though. He's still dead.
Is he dead? 3 stacks of poison. This is gonna look. This is gonna be close. 4 stacks. Goodbye. And Paladai is definitely gonna be rubbing his hands in glee. Would have wanted to give it to the Slark, but I think Paladai secretly doesn't mind getting the extra gold.
Tower shouldn't have to
And meanwhile, top lane has failed to kill this Omni Knight. I mean, Repel's a pretty good drug. Makes
Omni
your
Knight's
lion
getting-
all but useless.
Oh,
Oh,
he's in
that's
danger.
yeah. He pops the mango immediately. Immediate TP response as well. Very quick movement there from Secret.
Keizu's actually getting a lot out of this lane. CS-wise, he's at 18 now, which is pretty darn high compared to the 6 of the other end on the Underlord. Not to mention the fact that he is level 6. Underlord should be only level 4. Yeah, he is only level 4, so yeah, Keizu's getting farm, he's getting experience, and he's doing it without much help. They're going to get into another fight mid.
Oh, they got a haste rune of all runes. Always haste, and now Puppey gonna try and juke it out. Is he gonna be able to get out of there in time? He drops that fissure. There is a disruption now. Disrupts the TA. The perfect play. And mid one even blocking that entrance there. Ensuring that Excalibur doesn't even scoot through to get that pick off on that Earthshaker. Well played there from Puppey. Holding onto that fissure for a opportune moment to juke into the forest. And now with Sanctuary, means they heal to full. Dota Spa.
Fair and balanced.
Is
And
that sound
MP
not
at
the
this
greatest
point-
sound ever?
Shrine?
The humming
Sanctuary?
of the shrine, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
That
so
does feel pretty good.
therapeutic. Yeah, I love it.
And because we've already seen them apply a lot of pressure to the Underlord, MP, I think at this point can probably do it by himself. Underlord is having a bad time. He's gonna
Three-man
leave.
gank on to SF, and he stuns up the Shadow Demon incoming as well. And a good hex there from Arcade means that there will not be a follow-up. They will disrupt the TA, but I think this means Highlight Eye goes down as well, but the Firestorm is not going to be enough. So, unfortunate that he got hit by the Earth Spike on the way in, or you could give the credit to RK. But in the end, they do not save the Shadow Fiend, but they do pull 4 heroes for that gank.
And Underlord is just going to get right back to the lane. Sanctuary for them, and they're back at full HP. Feels
Yum.
good on the dire side this time. But yeah, they kill off a Shadow Fiend again, and that is incredibly important. Getting this TA up to a point where she could just stand and fight, even without her fraction charges, expecting them to be burned out by the Slark is incredibly important. And just trying to funnel in as much gold as they can into her. They don't really have to work that hard to get it onto Gork, who's having a pretty free time farming himself on top lane. He unfortunately... Oh, he's going to Eclipse with the stun. Oh, they got him.
Oh, a little too confident there.
I was gonna say, like, it's really hard to just Eclipse kill the Omni Knight because of Repel and
Oh,
Purification
they're
and
looking
whatnot,
for him. Pablo. The fish got caught by the fish. So it looks like the small fish eats the big fish.
Well, the small fish had help from a cow, so it all makes
I feel
sense.
like Earthshaker's more like a bear.
I think he's a bear.
He looks more bear than cow, to be honest. Alright, let's
I
not
don't know,
assume
guys. What do you think?
species here.
We could poll the audience. What type of animal is Earthshaker?
Yeah. Type,
The audience will
type,
tell us the
reply
truth.
in all caps, bear or cow. I don't know if that gets you banned by Moobot. Not my fault.
It probably does get you banned. Oh, you're an evil person.
Don't do it! Don't do it! Stay
Or
alive
do
for
it.
the memes.
We don't care.
Yeah, stay alive for the memes. Yeah, Paladin skipping on that Soul Catcher altogether, so he does like to get something done, you know. With Shadow Poison, at least you feel like you're doing something. Shadow Demon's that kind of hero, you know. Like, you wait for something to happen and then you do, but most of the time you're sitting around. And with Shadow
yeah,
Poison,
the
you got something to
difference-
do.
You want to get Soul Catcher generally when you have something that you're setting up for. If you have a Lina or a Kunkka on your team, or like a Leshrac or something, then you want Soul Catcher. If you don't have that, then you don't really need that extra damage because you're not setting up for any big nuke. So you go ahead and get the Shadow Poison, which gives you a little bit more flexibility. It makes Shadow Demon more of a standalone hero as opposed to just like half of a combination. I think it's definitely the right build because you're not like setting up for a fissure. Even if you do Soul Catch a fissure, it still doesn't really do a lot.
Yeah. Well, Keizu. It's got that arcanes now building into the Greaves. So yeah, nothing special coming out here so far. Both teams are just playing it chill, getting the important Blink Daggers. They have gotten Pablo to the bottom lane to start farming that one up, but I'm not sure he's going to be in time for anything though. Oh, they're going in for that Omni Knight deal. Oh, the Finger of Death comes out, and that's going to buy the Omni Knight the time to repel and walk away from harm. That is a Finger of Death down, and Ake is going to be a little bit sad about that one. But nice movement there from Paladai, predicting that. I feel like that wasn't worthy of a Sanctuary, to be honest.
Hey, this keeps the Omni Knight in lane. If you can somehow manage to get a mechanism on the Omni at around the same time your Shadow Blade is up on the Slark and your what's it called, your Dragon Lance is up on the Shadow Fiend, then you can make some really big plays. 'Cause that's the timing that Team Secret are looking for right now, is just have Slark get a kill, pick off on whoever, and then use the early damage of Shadow Fiend just to bulldoze down the rest of the towers. And bulldozing towers is very easy when you have an Omni Knight already, even easier when your Omni Knight is packing a mech. So if you can somehow get that together, they'll be in a great spot. But so far, the items aren't quite yet up. MP just needs a little bit more time. So Horde, they can build up their own items, but I mean, a Blink Dagger on Excalibur, as good as that is, isn't really going to be a great response to a Shadow-Bladed Slark.
Hey, people are not getting banned in chat, so... Someone said
Fair
Wookiee. I think that guy
now.
wins. Wookiee's right.
Gorilla, Raccoon.
Wookie's right.
Wookiee.
Yeah. Right, Earthshaker will henceforth be known as the Wookiee. Oh man, I love it. I miss Twitch chat, guys. I've been on holiday for too long.
Base Twitch chat never ever lies, ever. We have Shadowblade now up on Slark, so here's where Secret are really ready to get going. And what items do we have on the other end? A Blink Dagger on TA, and well, that's pretty much it. Helm of the Dominator doesn't really do a ton for the Luna in these type of circumstances.
Stacking Ancients,
they will
probably?
need Finger of Death up if they want to make a big play. With Eclipse, ideally, if they can get that to level 2, would be great.
Slaughter is still working to that Blink Dagger. He's opted to skip the Iron Talon, so he will not be able to jungle at a rapid rate. And right now, ooh, there's a Shadowblade MP, and he's looking. Oh, he loses the smoke immediately, so they know something's up, something's fishy. Pablo, I swear that was not intentional, that fishy pun.
It seemed pretty natural. I'll allow it.
I swear it wasn't intentional.
But the thing is, they don't know what broke that smoke. It could have been a random scouting Earthshaker,
Invis, yeah.
or it could have been an Invis rune, or it could have been a Shadow-Bladed Slark like it was. So they don't really get any intel except for, hey, there's someone
Oh,
maybe
okay.
around here.
Run,
and
okay,
Ake
run.
was the one to find out.
This is death number 1, I called 5.
From Slark? Okay, that's 1.
Yeah, I called
So,
5.
yeah, this is where the Shadowblade
Yeah,
engine...
this
kinda
is
kicks
where the
in. Use
pain
MP to get
begins
a
for
pick off.
poor Ake.
Use MP to get a pick off, use mid one to kill the towers, and then rinse repeat forever.
Yeah, look at that Shadow Fiend. Just go ham on the towers. And those, of course, when you hit level 20, you get bonus damage per soul. Double the damage of the souls. Could rack up to some pretty hefty damage. Do you ever see Shadow Fiends go for Aghanims? I don't know. Because it does increase the soul count now, so... It could work with the
Nah,
talent.
you just want to be a right clicker pretty much.
Yeah, I guess.
They're holding the tower so far, but...
Oh, they disrupt the TA. Yeah, it's gonna do minimal damage. This is a very fast Shadow Fiend with that haste rune. Oh, the Slap was looking for a target there. He does have Shadow Dance. This is not the best gank. There's the Guardian Angel. Keeps everyone invulnerable for now. Blink away from Excalibur. Quick reflexes will save his life. They're trying to deny the tower. They will get it. The Fissure will come out. Ake deploys that Impale, but he gets picked up. The Slap jumps on him. There's death number 2. Gorge now running away. Keizu running away from that Templar and the Slaughter. Does he have the Repel? He does have it though. But there will be a nice stun here from Puppey. The Repel will come out in time as a result, and that Enchant Totem saves the Omni Knight, but they do lose the Shadow Fiend though at the back end. So in the end, it was a Horde win, I would say. And with that Shadow Fiend down, maybe they go for a Roshan. They are low on mana. Oh, Slot going on to Gorge now. The Luna in trouble and peril. There's a Fissure looking for it, but the Slot taking a lot of damage. The Repel not enough to bail him out. Where was Puppey's stun though? He was looking for a epic Echo Slam instead of a Fissure there. I think that was a kind of a mistake. And now E-Skill was thinking about that portal out, but in the end decides that it's better to get more free kills. And Excalibur now up to a triple after that big team fight. Pablo just sapping all that extra gold closer to that Blink Dagger. Should have it soon. And oh, Spa galore.
That is such a rough engagement there for Secret. Like, they took such a long time to kill off the tower, and they don't even kill it because it gets denied. Lose pretty much everyone because of a rather risky jump there from the Slark over the trees. Forces them to use Guardian Angel much earlier than they really would have liked, because GA, it forced Horde back, but I don't think it actually had a chance to even get close to blocking any damage. So the GA and the Omni Knight overall in that fight was very, very lackluster. And then in that secondary fight, Puppey gets stunned by, I think, a random crush that was thrown out there right before he's about to get a 3-4-man Echo Slam. Yeah, things are rough in the Secret camp for right now. They
jump on Pablo,
MP
bottom lane. Wow, that one combo just blew him up. And that's your slaughter dead for another few seconds, and that's his blink denied.
As long as they can keep MP alive.
Died. Poor guy.
Highlight die doesn't matter. Keep MP alive, keep mid one alive, and they can still execute their plan.
I think MP is just doing it to pick on the Lion. There's a beef with RK.
Sure.
I mean,
we
slots
can
just
write
go
that
for
one in.
supports. Yeah, slots just go for supports, you know that. As a support player, every support player hates slot, I think.
There's no way that Secret actually do anything about this, I don't think. There's sentries in the way. E-skill with the Pit of Malice is right outside the Roche pit.
You don't want a Roche fight against a Luna and Underlord. It's danger zone.
And a TA who's pretty much at Desolator right now. So yeah, that tower deny into just huge loss from Secret gave Horde quite a bit. They are pretty freaking.
They have a
right
mech
now.
now.
They got a mech on Underlord. They have Luna with the Dragonlance, Excalibur with Desolator. Secret don't want to be defending. They want to be attacking.
Yeah. Well, game went well early as well for Horde, but they just threw it all away with some bad decisions. So we'll see how they do now. I don't want to cheer them on so much yet. You know, there's some teams where you cheer them on like, oh yeah, they're doing well, and then they just disappoint you. So we'll just hold back on the compliments for now. I don't want to jinx anything.
Hey, no, we got to give credit where it's due. Horde are in a really, really dominant spot right now. As long as they
Look,
keep
Excalibur's about to throw the Aegis away. Look at that. Okay, no.
He's not. Excalibur just doesn't die like that.
Yes, sentries.
They just have to keep their vision up and make sure that Excalibur doesn't get cheesed out in that fashion or
They
anything
managed to
similar.
fissure him in. Okay, no. I felt like MP might have gone for that one just to bait out TPs. To be extra space makey.
If he had his Echo Saber on his person, then I would think so. But right now, like, with just Shadowblade treads, I don't really think there's any way for Slark to get away with that. But Echo Saber, that may be a little bit of a turning point. But now
he has it
Secret
already, I
are gonna
think.
have to go on the defense with no Blink Dagger on Shaker. So Echo Slam is really, really rough here.
Deny the tower, the Fissure comes out, the Underlord gets blocked for now, but there's a Slaughter. He does have Blink though, so you have to be careful. The Purge came out on Pablo, so he immediately blinked away before he took damage. Oh, the Slark gonna get hexed! Oh no! That's really vigilant there from the heroes, and Arke says, not this time, Fishy. The Fissure comes in, they're gonna lock down that. Oh, they're locking that Slaughter, but that last raise a little bit wide, not gonna catch him. And Secret might just be pinned to their base really early in this game.
They can do that suicide run into Dark Rift if they really need to, but with no Slark to worry about, there's really not that much pressure going towards them. Again, Omni Knight, Shadow Demon, Earthshaker as kind of like their supporty heroes Secret aren't really that dangerous until Shaker gets a Blink Dagger. Then it's somewhat dangerous, but there really isn't much threat here now that the Slark is dead. So Horde walk in, take the tier 2 tower. They still have the double life on the Templar Assassin. They have the luxury of going to similar lanes and just repeating that. Like, there's 2 towers on bottom that I'm pretty sure Secret can't adequately defend, especially with these new items coming up on all of the Horde heroes. So what Secret have to do is try to find someone who's off on their own with the Slark and try to just, I guess, trade towers with mid one.
Yeah, it's I mean, their strategy is more of a protect whoever you jump on and then strike back kind of strategy. It's more of a, you could say it's a Tai Chi kind of style. Alright, there's a nice portal down to the bottom.
What is a Tai Chi kind of style?
Tai Chi is like a style of martial art where you use your enemy's force against them, or maybe Aikido.
That is not Tai Chi. That's more
Aikido,
judo.
Aikido. Oh, am I pronouncing it right? I'm fake Asian.
Oh, the truth comes out, I guess.
Oh, it's been out there for a while. I can't read Chinese that well. I can speak minimal Chinese. I get by.
Man, we can barely speak English well on this stream. Why are people even here? Makes no sense. By the way, all the towers on bottom lane, Horde just plow right through them. I don't think they can go for high ground right now. I mean, they have an Aegis on Excalibur, so they might as well see what damage they can do. But they always have... Oh, they actually already used Dark Rift. They're just going to start chipping.
Yeah. Disrupt Luna. Let her destroy her team. That's the weakness of Luna, Shadow Demon. Destroys her own team.
But they have Ake though, so it's like Shadow Demon countered with Mana Drain Hex.
Yeah.
Kills off those illusions. If it's really a problem, which it really shouldn't be at this stage, not that much of a problem to waste your Hex on.
But that's Slot's
But,
job, right? Gotta kill that MVP. Okay.
MP definitely is farmed enough to do that, but now that Horde are 5-manning, like, how do you actually split Horde up and then kill them with Slark? You gotta kind of just get the kill with the Shadow Dance and hope you don't immediately die after that ends.
Yeah.
And I'm not really sure if that's in the cards.
Excalibur gonna get caught out here by the Slot. Checking out for support. No, it's not gonna go in. I feel like he could man fight Excalibur, no? Oh, the Aegis goes down.
Well, now he might be able to man fight Excalibur, but he doesn't know who's right next to him.
Yeah. Don't want to take any chances. And yeah, they're going for the shrines, the tier 2s, and then the shrines. Gotta play it really careful. There's a night vision from the Luna as well. They have to play it very safe. Here comes the portal from the Underlord, and he's here. So he used it to join his team, meaning he won't have that ability to escape. Ooh, they pop the smoke.
But they get a... Yeah, they get smoke, but more importantly, they have 4 sentries now. So Slark's
BKB for
initiation
Excalibur,
is...
that's big. Yeah, this could be a big turning point here for... Right, not turning point, but for Horde. Wow.
Oh, MP.
Oh, MP gonna juke that one right off, but there's no Aegis. The Slot goes in, jumps on the Luna, baits out the Eclipse there. Keizu immediately pops that Guardian Angel. The Echo Slam comes in, does minimal damage. The Requiem of Souls chips everyone on the Horde, so reduces their damage, slows them down a little bit. Excalibur deploys their BKB, but so far they've managed to equalize. The Pit of Malice still doing stuff in the middle lane. Pablo jumps in there. There is Excalibur with the follow-up and the Finger of Death. Mid one is out of the fight. MP dropping low as well. Excalibur reactivates that refraction, and he will stay alive for now. 5-11. Horde are slowly clawing an advantage. More and more advantage against Secret here. 5-11. The net worth looking pretty scary for that Templar Assassin. Oh, can Secret hold the line here?
And MP can't hold this back on his own. Puppey does have a Blink Dagger. He has no Echo Slam, so yeah, that's pretty rough goings. Once BKB comes up, or just Mechanism comes up, another 20 seconds, they can guarantee this tower if they really want to push it, but the Horde know that they're really in no rush. Losses sustained in that last fight, pretty much nil for them, even with everything going off for Secret, in a pretty good spot as well. They kind of botched their initiation onto a Slark who just happened to be Dark Pacting at the time. That should have been a lot better for Secret, but Horde are somehow able to get away with a lot of tower damage for one thing, and also no casualties. They can reset and just wait for another Roche, or just go for the tower once they fill the tank again.
The BKB, I think it was good to back off when that BKB was off cooldown. And this game, you can almost see Horde stepping up their game, not playing anything crazy, not having those weird, clunky team fights we saw in the last one. And okay, you know, we kind of, you know, flamed his Luna, no, his Lion pick a little bit, but he's been handling the hero pretty well. It doesn't feel as clunky as we thought it would be. Getting that Blink Dagger is definitely a big help, and he has been shutting down a lot of the key initiations here on Secret. And now they're gonna get wrapped around as Pablo, and there's the portal win as well. Keizu could get caught out here, maybe go for a bash, or we kill him off. One more hit will do the job, but no. So E-Skill coming in a little bit too late there. Excalibur isn't able to bust the Omni Knight down. Would have been a big kill as well.
Yeah, it would have guaranteed this tower and therefore all the shrines, but I'm pretty sure they still get this. There is 10 seconds of leeway between this push and having Echo Slam for Secret, so yeah, Luna can just make short work of this, even through the fortification.
Yeah. Oh, Slot goes into Invis again, but the sentry coverage has been pretty tip-top from Horde this game. He goes in, goes for... Oh no, the epicenter! Overheard of this Echo Slam, gonna miss completely. They lose the tower. The deny comes out from for the Shadow Fiend though. They lose their Earthshaker as a result. Quick fingers there from Excalibur, and that's high ground. Yeah, the Pit of Malice now gets deployed. The Earth Spike goes through. Arcade was looking to pin down that mid one. Shadow Fiend doesn't have that BKB. He has to be very, very careful how he approaches this.
That was even kind of poorly played from Pablo. I think he botched a blink press or something. Like, they could have easily at least made an attempt at the Shadow Fiend's life if they landed that crush, but they just happened to miss it for whatever reason. They'll take out the Shrine, they'll take out Roshan. It's only an Earthshaker kill, but that's still 110 seconds where they don't have to worry about this Echo Slam. That means Roche is pretty darn safe. Like, Requiem is pretty strong here, but everyone else on the Secret side aren't really that powerful, fighting in or around the Roshan pit with no Echo Slam available to them. So it's a clean double life, probably for this Luna. Yeah, the high ground push is incoming.
Yeah, it's and that's one of the reasons why Luna is so popular now, because 5-manning has been encouraged with shrines, and Luna is one of the best 5-man heroes, or 5-woman. I don't know, but death balling is definitely back in a sense. TI4 anyone?
I wouldn't go that far, but yeah,
it's not that far.
It is definitely like.
But death balling is definitely encouraged.
Play and quick.
When Luna's picked almost every game.
And that's also why we see more Lone Druid, because he's able to kind of get into a position with his bear to kill off the tier 2s.
Papan,
Puppy,
run,
no.
Papan, run! Oh, dead.
I think he's dead, guys.
He's dead on my screen. What about yours?
Yeah, I think he's pretty dead here. They're looking at MP. No, he's Shadow Bladed out. But yeah, that's why we see Lone Druid a lot, because his
because of the
bear
range.
Take down all the outer towers, and then once you get to the high ground, you have all that range, so you can take down the tier 3s as well.
Yeah, it's now the talent druid, right? You just spam the talents. Like you have the insane talents at 10 and 15. Oh, blink hacks! Oh, he somehow got the Shadow Blade off, so that's nice. Very weird how that works sometimes. Fraction of a second. Comes close with Excalibur, and again this Underlord is showing the power of that hero. Ultimate bringing in his Luna. So they split push the top, bring the wave closer to the enemy base, and then they come in with this Underlord. Very, very well done. And Paladin says he wants a clone of those. I'll take me a pair of Lunas. Oh, whoop. But there you go. Okay, shuts them down. That's why you have that Lion pick.
Lion only has 1 sentry right now, but there are more coming. They should play this a little bit slow. With the pipe, mechanism, and Aegis right now, Horde really just have until they run out of Aegis to make this push happen, which means that they can set up for as long as they want, send another like 3-4 waves of creeps in, and just have the Templar Assassin and Luna chip at it. Secret are not getting anything in the meantime. There's no one else cleaning out any lanes, no jungle camps, nothing. So yeah, Horde have all day here.
And well, that is BKB applied to that Luna now. So this is problematic. I'm not sure Secret can hold the line. It will be a miraculous hold. It will take some mistakes from Horde, I think. And Excalibur has been playing pretty pristine at this point. The Fusel Blade now activated on him, but it's not going to do anything against the Repel now. Soul Catcher deployed there. Oh, there's a big crush, but it's going to miss completely, and the Fissure will trap him there. Now MP leaps forward. Was hopeful for a pick there, but the Luna clones will push away that creep wave, and looks like Horde will be repelled once again. But that tower is getting awfully low. 300 health remaining. The Aegis still has 2 minutes to go, so pretty fresh on that one.
That was a sick Manta dodge from mid one. I'm pretty sure it wasn't a range thing, it was just a Manta invulnerability thing, but can he do it again?
Oh, a nice Fissure though. Traps out the Luna. There's the disruption. Gonna clone up the SF, saves him from the crush, and Gorge taking quite a bit of hits there. He will lose his life. So that's 6 Essence Shifts stolen, so not the biggest deal. MP is gonna really not like this BKB though. There's the BKB, the Eclipse, and now counter BKB from MP. He's gonna get hit by a Desol Strike. That's a lot of damage. He pops that Shadow down, steals up the agility here from that Luna. Has to be careful, his BKB is wearing off. The Pit of Malice, a really good control tool. And Horde will actually be repelled there, so Aegis lost and BKB's popped. Secret hold the line. Great high ground defense.
Secret were just really well spread out there, so Pablo didn't really have any good chances to get a good initiation off. And if Pablo doesn't start the fight, then Excalibur is definitely not going to jump in afterwards. So it really just is the Luna who did that push by herself.
Well, look at all the sentries. MP's going to be real pissed there.
Yeah.
Okay, is it death number 3 for him? Is it death number 3? Oh, there's the Fissure. Jump forward. There we go. Give me a Lion. Nope, no, not going to happen. The 4 staffs were there. And now the BKB from Excalibur. He one-shots the Shadow Demon. Poor Pylai dying. There's the Guardian Angel. MP taking a lot of damage. He jumps into the fat Underlord. Unable to escape, and he loses his life. And with this risky aggression, Secret might have just opened the doors, laid out the carpet for Horde, because they are walking back down to the bottom lane. Uh-oh.
That's that time that Horde had earlier to set up take forever. is what rewarded them with that play. Like, if they don't have sentries there, then yeah, they may just lose someone. The Fissure catches onto 2, and then Slark somehow doesn't land the pounce angle correctly. The Fissure mechanics, maybe we could blame for that one, but the gates are once again wide open for Horde, and Excalibur he's doing some pretty decent damage. He's no BKB, but he has Pablo. 2-shot the Shaker, yeah, that's pretty good.
One of Excalibur's top heroes as well, this Templar Assassin. Now the Purge has been used, so Gorge gonna feel pretty safe about marching up to the top. He does have that BKB, a buyback from Puppey with that Echo Slam. Is it enough? The BKB to escape there will make sure that the Luna gets out of there in time. And here we go, the Uber driver gonna come in and ring the bell, says, "Hello friends, let's leave." And they all get out of there, so safe. Puppey buys back for nothing, and MP, oh, he's gonna be pretty pissed. That's twice RK has you could say cock blocked him. I think that time was more of the pounce. Pounce missing on the Lion initially. If they got to the Lion early, maybe it would have been different.
Yeah, it definitely would have messed with the positioning of Horde at the very least, and take off Finger of Death from the table, take off all those spells from the table as well. It would have been a really different fight if that was actually going to happen. But speaking of different fights, Daedalus, is that a one-shot Daedalus from Excalibur? Sure, that seems fair. We also have a gem on E-skill, so MP's form of initiation is not even really that strong at the moment. Like, he's gone for the BKB pretty much out of necessity. But even if he jumps on someone, if it's not a support, with Echo Saber Shadowblade only, I don't think you can very easily get those kills, even if you do land the Shadowblade hit. And with the gem up, I'm not really sure how you land that Shadowblade hit to begin with. So Hordes, they can just manage the map right now, just keep pushing in everything, get a little bit more farm, and wait for the next Roche.
Yeah, something to note as well, mid one is 0 and 4 in the Shadow Fiend, so this pick not really working out for him.
That early kind of pressure from this Slardar. Pablo he has been where he needs to be for the most part. A couple botched crushes here and there, whatever it happens, but yeah, slowing down that Shadow Fiend and accelerating Excalibur, we see a 5,000 net worth difference between these two heroes, and I want to say most of that we can give credit to the Slardar for.
Well, this Underlord, a real force to be reckoned with now. It's got the pipe, it's got Guardian Greaves. It's just that fatty in the way, almost at this point. The Trophy Aura, I would say that Aura has been causing Slark a lot of problems as well. Well, that's death number 3.
He just blinked into literally the entire secret.
Why not get the bounty rune? Well, he did tank the smoke, right? So there's that.
I guess we can say he tanked the smoke. It's better to him than anyone else. And
30-second respawn time timer, man. He's back already. Look at that. 30-second respawn time. Reduction. OP.
Yeah, it's pretty reasonable.
OP. Oh, Shaker, run, Puppey, run. Oh, he just used his Fissure to farm. I'm gonna Echo to run away. He actually did it. The madman. Mad lads. He still dies anyway. Well, that's a report for Puppey. That's for sure.
Pablo not going to take any chances, not knowing exactly where the Slark is. They're just going to bail out. You do not want to lose the gem there. So they make the safe play. And this is actually going to give them a pretty good window of about 40 seconds to take Roche, where Earthshaker is not going to have his Echo Slam.
Oh, they jump onto the Luna. She does have a haste though, and frost armor, so they're really just trying to shut down this Slark's damage output.
SF2.
Yeah, it doesn't slow SF, only Lich's one does.
I mean, it's just armor.
Yeah. Oh, they stole the catapult as well. That's extra damage, but mid one, it's got to repel, but is that going to help with that constant DPS coming out from the Templar Assassin? And now Gold just pops that BKB, says, I'm going to take a free Rax, and just immediately pieces out. Dude, Fissure there from Puppey though, locks in the Luna, but there is an evasion from the Butterfly, so it's not going to be easy. And there you go, the 4-staff as well to the low ground means they get away with a free melee Rax, and nothing much they can really do about it.
Okay, use BKB to take down a Rax. You can get away with that for quite a long time, and Hey, look at this. Roshan is up as well. Horde don't quite know about it. They're kind of hungry for blood here. But they're going to ping out Roshan, or someone's going to ping out Rosh. So they'll go right back in for that. 30 seconds left for another Echo Slam. I'm not really sure if Secret can do anything about this. Like, even if they land a Requiem right at the mouth of the pit, like, is that going to be enough with the amount of damage Excalibur's putting out?
Oh, BKB pop there. MP looking for a kill down on Luna. Gorge dropping very low. A pounce there, latches, and they do find a Luna. This could be a turning point here for Secret. The Roshan is up. They do not want to fight without their Luna. Maybe it might be forced to buy back there. Fissure blocks in the Fatty. They will get the S kill under lot, and they get the gem as well. MP definitely smelling blood in the water there. The Silver Edge, a big deal as it disables their trophy aura, allow him to do the damage he needs to do. And this Aegis going to be uncontested. No, sir. They do not want to do that. They will not take that line down. And they force 2 big buybacks there, though. This could potentially be game losing if Horde loses another fight. Oh, Pablo,
they have no gem either. No true sight at all for Horde.
They want to challenge this Roshan. Oh, the perch on Pablo. Slop smells blood in the water. He says, I want that small fish. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Gets that kill. And the buyback comes out. Oh, man, Horde are leaking a lot of buybacks here. They have to be very careful. The pit does prevent pounce for about a while there, but Excalibur getting caught by the fissure. This is not good news. He's cornered out. There could be a bad fight coming in. Gorge pops that BKB. They lose Excalibur. MP has got 29 essence shit. This is really dangerous. Are you really doing Roshan in the middle of this fight? Ake pumps the Ghost Scepter. Gets out of there. My puppy lands the Echo Slam. Lost down 3 heroes. The slot, very low in health, will back off a little bit. Try and get some regen going. Mid one has to be careful. Pops the Manta. Dodges for a little bit, but Templar's there to receive him. Gets the kill. That's a big one to get, but Slot, does he come back in? He has it. 41 essence shift stolen. This could be a time for him to jump in, or does he just give up the Aegis? Yep, he does give up the Aegis, so they will get it on the Luna, so they will not punish for those massive buybacks. The Horde really, really close to losing the game there, or losing a big advantage there.
They still don't have the gem. The Slark is able to slip away with that one, so he's able to do a lot more now, especially with the Silver Edge. Being able to break some of these Horde heroes, if that is able to stick, then locking down Excalibur's damage output is big game. There is still buyback here on the Shadow Fiend, so they are technically at full strength, but this is pretty risky for Horde, a pretty all-in move. Even with this Aegis, even with the cheese, even with the advantage that they do have, having very few buybacks means that if this fight goes south, they might just lose off the back of it, or at least lose a set of Raxes.
Oh no, they force stuff the Shadow Demon in. Nice move there from Pablo. Force stuffs the Shadow Demon aggressively and puts him into harm's way. MP in trouble now. Has to jump away. He pops that Silver Edge and looks like mid one. Forced to buy back there. Immediately the Uber pops and poof, out they go. Very annoying to play with.
Now they can fix up their items, spend a little bit of that gold if they even have any gold. It's like just Butterfly, AC, and Production for Templar Assassin, but everyone having to buy back means that there's no additional items here, so they force out the buyback on the Shadow Fiend. They have been getting damage done on this bottom lane, and I guess to some extent the mid lane in the meantime. Tier 4 tower was taken while that fight was happening, so Horde is still in a pretty advantageous position outside of the fact that they pretty much have no more buybacks, so they could win or lose in a very small amount of time. This Shaker needs to land a good Echo. I think if he is able to do that, if he's able to protect the Shadow Fiend and Slark so that they can do damage, then they might be able to put themselves into a winning, or let's just say stabilizing position.
Oh, this war. Do you remember this one? Horde fell to that the last game. Will Secret.
Everyone on Secret's top.
Yeah. Ain't falling for cheap tricks. That's what.
Yeah.
But,
I don't think they
Slot
actually
has lost all his essence shift charges, so.
I don't think they saw exactly where Horde are. They saw Ake pop out just then of the smoke on bottom lane. Horde are just going to keep 5-manning. I don't think they have a lot of true sight, though. They have a sentry on Ake, and that's not really what you want when you're planning on roaming the enemy jungle and trying to lock that down.
Yeah, there's a 20,000 gold lead now on Horde, so I really don't want them to throw this. It'll be really bad for team morale. But Secret, like we said, they still got a match against Na'Vi later, so don't want to be drained. But pro teams, they should be used to these long hours by now. But You want to get as many wins to ride on momentum as possible. But for you guys just tuning in, we are we are playing through the group stages, Secret versus Horde right now. It's 1-0 in favor of Secret, and after this match, we will have Na'Vi versus Advenom. So I get to watch the new Na'Vi lineup, cast them firsthand rather than just watching replays. Exciting! We'll find out if Na'Vi is back, so to say.
Oh, MP.
Oh, he sees Pablo.
Yeah.
Does he go for Pablo? No, BKB. Oh, nice fisher from Puppy. Finds him. The fish is caught, but there's that Fiora. So it's going to make it a little bit difficult. Back Echo Slam coming out here from Puppy. Won't find it. He's going for the slaughter, but not going to be able to find him in time. Now he's caught out. He's in a lot of trouble. He gets popped. Doesn't pop the Shadow Dance. And not sure why he didn't actually. But he didn't have TP as well. Maybe he wanted to save it for the buyback use. Because he would definitely have to buy back here. So I'm not sure what he's waiting for. Time to do it. MP a little bit too aggressive there. And right now, this is going to be a trouble for them. They start up the Omni Knight. He's going to be trouble if he doesn't get to pop his spells in time. Disruption will save his life. The Requiem comes out. Slot getting stunned up by RK. RK just staying safe for now. Leap onto the Excalibur. Excalibur doesn't have BKB, so now stealing away his stats. Their Shadow Dance popped there. They lose all their Rexes though, so this is Mega Creeps there for the Dire. So they bail out with the Underlord. They bail. They leave Excalibur behind. It's like, we gotta leave someone to the wolves. But it is Mega Creeps, so I'm not sure Secret have it in them to hold the line. And it might actually be game as a result. So we'll have to see. Maybe a final push from them. They have the Templar with no buyback in the ground, so 1 minute and 45 seconds to make something magical happen. Can Secret do it?
They are truly going to need something miraculous. Horde chain feeding would probably be the most likely thing to happen if Horde just suddenly start moving down the lane. They have their gem back though.
RK's revenge. Oh no. Disruption and Puppy's Fissure will stay there alive, but nice impale again from the Lion. RK really does not like this slot. Really on point with this Lion so far. Pablo goes in, finds Pylai. So that's Pylai in the ground. And he's just going to take a small tumble into the water. So right now, Secret's chances do not look good. But then again, might as well just try.
40 seconds left for TA. Horde just have to play the map control game at this point. As long as they still hold on to this gem, make sure that they have some backup sentries on Ake should the gem fall. They should be in a pretty good spot just to have this game locked up. Like, the lack of buybacks, it was a weakness for Horde. Like, if 2 or 3 people died for them on this top lane fight without taking Mega Creeps, then yeah, Secret would still be in a pretty decent spot to take this game, or at least have a good chance at fighting back. But we have a little bit of an issue in the fact that the Underlord has that pipe. A lot of magic damage is being blocked out from the Secret end. Like, Echo Slam, it was pretty good position-wise in that last engagement, but it needed to land so that it protects the Shadow Fiend and Slark. Like, you just need it as another stun at the bare minimum. If your Echo Slam is too far away from your Shadow Fiend and Slark, then it's a bad Echo Slam regardless.
It's no
of how good it
Ravage.
is.
It's it's more like a starter for a combo stun. You hit with the Echo and then you follow up with Fissure and Enchant Totem. But the AoE is not big enough where you can catch most of the heroes in the fights, because Horde has been pretty good with their spacing. And I think ultimately I would say the main issue with this slot not being effective is the Underlord's aura just really neutering a lot of his damage, because all his damage comes from stat base. Almost all of it comes from stats, Essence Shift and whatnot, and 40% of that is cut. So it's a pretty big deal.
That does hurt a lot. And Underlord is just like impossible to kill at this stage because he has the pipe and he's got the Guardian Greaves.
You hit him with the Silver Edge, you might get him.
Hit
him with the Silver Edge, you'll get him. Oh, MP goes for the ward.
You can get that close.
Yeah. They got him once. But yeah, Mega Creeps here for Secret. This is not a Mega Creep holding lineup. Can they do it? They might borrow Luna for it.
You gotta slowly chip away here for Horde.
Bait with
Slow
mid
and
one.
steady.
Oh, that's the Hurricane Pie mid one. Get chipped down. Oh, they jump forward. They hit her with the Silver Edge. They kill a wolf. It's not gonna be enough. Oh, Pablo goes in again, but this time gets himself juked by that Shadow Fiend. Will immediately bail out of there. The Monkey King buff from mid one is gonna do quite a bit of damage here. They will hold the line for now. I still think they got a chance in this. Secret are holding on. I am skeptical, but we'll see.
Never give up, never surrender. It will be... The real fight is gonna come when Horde come in with another Aegis and another cheese. Should be happening in about 30 seconds. So, yeah, Secret will have no counterplay to that as far as crashing the Roche pit is concerned. They kind of have to sit and wait for that push to happen. They need buybacks. They actually do not have it on the SF. Farming Mega Creeps takes a long time because they don't give that much cash.
And they're hard to
get
kill.
buyback by the time this push is going to come.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Maybe they bait with the... They don't even have it on slot. They don't have it on both of their important heroes. And now you can't even do that thing where you steal a lot of Helm of the a lot of Mega Creeps with Helm of the Dominator and push with them, because you're like Mind Control or Dominate is now locked to one per hero.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that wasn't gonna work.
It was done in one game.
Horde.
It was done before.
Yeah, I saw.
Oh
it once,
no,
but not this
RK!
time.
Again with the initiations, mid one, Manta's away, but they do juke. The illusions. Wow, they're losing this Luna fast. That's the Aegis. Okay. Turns out they do quite a bit of damage. Good job, Luna.
Luna was focusing an illusion. Hurricane piked the wrong Shadow Fiend, and everyone else on Horde is just kind of watching the Luna die. They fed her a cheese, or they gave her a cheese. They should still have one floating around. Yeah, one on Underlord. Still, so actually, yeah,
check out that
does
ranged
cheese
Mega
in her
Creep.
backpack,
Look at this guy.
But
133 piercing damage. That's a big deal. Nope, he's dead. Rip. Oh, they stole another one. There will always be one. Oh, they're going for the Templar. Jumping in. He doesn't have an Aegis. This guy does not come back. But mid one, gonna get crushed this time. But there's a bailout again from that Shadow Demon Pylai, as well as the Earthshaker have got important jobs in this fight. And they're holding on pretty well. I'm starting to believe a little bit, are you? I still think it's impossible, but you know. Could happen.
It's not impossible, but I don't want to, you know, say that I believe in Secret's ability to win this game unless they actually take a reasonable fight. Like, we haven't seen Horde actually fight them yet. Like, it's just been Luna walking in, or a single hero walking in. They haven't all gone in and actually tried to fight Secret. And the reason is because if they do that, you get Echo Slammed, you face up against GA, and usually things go pretty bad pretty quickly. So they're...
Aghanim's GA could be an anti-Mega Creep thing. You know, I feel like, you know, if this game goes well, it could end up on, you know, it could be one of those games that ends up on Reddit.
Whoa, we have lofty aspirations, do we?
Hey, I mean, you always gotta talk up a game, right? Always gotta.
We're going to Reddit, boys. This is where we're going.
Yeah.
Game 2, Secret versus Horde. Front page, here we come. Give me them sweet internet points.
Yeah, right. But so far, it does look like Horde is not sure what to do. They have got two cheeses. They're like, okay, our Luna went down pretty fast. Maybe we need to farm a little bit more. Gotta get that sweet 4-second Lucent Beam cooldown. Kappa.
Butterfly is her only, like, big defensive tool, or was before the MKB came up. So completing this Satanic should be, you know, a pretty big deal.
It's time to shelve the Helm, actually, I think. The Helm still works if it's in your backpack. So, you can shelve it.
Yeah, the Dominate still works, but the lifesteal and whatnot
it doesn't lifesteal anymore. That's the thing. I don't know why you even get it. You hold on to it. It just gives you a lot of life regen. It's very hard to keep track. You know, these things have been in the game for so long, and then suddenly they are not because of version 7. It's like...
Feels bad, man. Ice Frog is making me stupider every single patch.
My old school knowledge. More skill cap.
But they got the Satanic now. So this is a big survivability item for Luna. I don't know if it's going to be enough for her to head-to-head the Shadow Fiend. Maybe it will, but Shadow Fiend has Omni Knight behind him with Lotus, Solar Crest, and all the auras in the world. I think there's a Vlad's floating around. Yeah, the Earthshaker picked up a Vlad's for the team as well. I don't think there's actually one on the Horde side. There is not. So yeah, like, they've just juiced up this Shadow Fiend to its max, and Horde have to try to figure out a way to kill him.
I mean, he took the 2 more damage per soul, so now it's at how much is it? So it's 36 times
144.
4. Yeah. So it's a lot more
That's
damage.
over it,
And that's
man.
why I was wondering if he maybe gets the axe, because axe gives him more damage now too. But you never
I mean,
know.
as powerful as Ags would be, it's like, is it any more powerful than any of the other items in the
I just want to
inventory?
see it.
I want to see it too, but like Luna Ags, it's never gonna happen.
Luna axe is something I always want to see. It's so cool to see, but no, everyone wants to play boring Luna.
Well, they're getting their buybacks on Secret.
And they
Mid-one,
still
at
got a
least.
shrine up. That's nice. Still got them spas.
So, do we just chill and wait for a third cheese? They still have 2, right? Yeah, one on Luna, one on Underlord.
She's got to do some
Luna's
really
getting-
quick swapping if she wants that.
Yeah. She's also kind of getting 6 slotted here. I mean, you could I
Moonshot
guess
up.
keep power treads. You could get a moon shard, and that's pretty much it here for Luna, right?
Yeah.
An Excalibur, kind of the same thing. Diffusal blades, you can upgrade that, or at least side grade that, and you should be
You
fine.
actually can build Aghanims. Aghanims, use your ulti and then swap out an item. Because your ulti can be used from so far away.
Ooh, Slark. He's gonna get a Maelstrom. Best item in the game. Mjolnir, even better.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to hold these mega creeps.
Why not? I think the supports should get that helm. The ranged mega creeps do a lot of work. Oh, they hex up the slot. Whoa! Where did he go? And now Keizu in trouble as well. He repels up. He will get himself out of there in time. Mid-one is going to be able to man-fight Gorge here. You're gonna leap onto him. Oh, no, the Uber immediately bails out. Oh, MP! What the hell? He drops! They bail out, but he dies immediately. 2 lucky crits here from the Templar. Shreds the Slug, and now they know it's time for re-entry because there's 100 seconds on the sidelines there. Secret will be thankful that the Uber pulled them out, but Dandalot pulled them out for a while, but uh-oh. Slug isn't a hero.
You know what I said about like not believing in Secret until they win a fight? I'm not sure if that's ever gonna happen now. Like,
I'm blaming
they
Templar
have
for
to
that luck.
They
Alright,
have
here
to
we go.
somehow fight with
Yeah,
only
they're gonna
SF
have to
doing
clone Luna.
substantial
Clone
damage.
Luna. Clone Luna. Oh no, Pablo! Pablo gets caught. He's the cheese. He will survive. The Echo Slam. That puppy does not let him get out of there. Yeah, Requiem of Souls is now mid-one versus the world. He's gonna need a lot of help here. Where's that Guardian Angel puppet? There we go. Pumps that Guardian Angel. A lot of BKBs on the board. Mid-one. Going ham here. Fighting Gorge. He does get it. Crit 1. Crit 2. Stuns. Gets the kill. Mid-one. Carrying his team.
What?
Excalibur says, what is going on? I thought we got the Slug. I thought we dealt with the aquatic problem, but the Shadow Fiend holds his ground, and with that bloody Solar Crest stays alive. Oh man. Believe now, Mike? You believe? You believe? They held without Slug.
That was
Damn.
pretty impressive, I'm gonna say. Yeah, they're just dumping all those auras, or like aura-ish effects on mid-one. There is no MKB on Luna, so she was missing attacks on mid-one. There is an MKB on TA, so she was not, but seems like even without a kind of satanic-ish item on mid-one, he's still just able to hold the line well enough. There's not enough damage coming out from Horde, even though it really felt like there should have been. Maybe there... I'm gonna assume that there was no haze in that fight, a corrosive haze on the Shadow Fiend, because he got purged off by one of like the million sources that purges that effect. He lost his AC in that, so maybe having Slaughter alive would have made the difference there. But turns out SF with Omni Knight backup just casually 2v1ing the enemy carries.
Oh man.
Still has buyback, and now
Can you-
Slark's
can-
back up, so
Can
game's
you-
still not
oh,
over.
Keizu bought a Maelstrom. He should have gone for Aghanims. That item is gonna save them in Mega Creeps, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Come on, man. Keizu, step up. Get more Aghanims on the board.
Or you can go for, attack speed Omni Knight and try to clear. His attack speed is abysmal. I don't think there's...
Have you seen those
talent will not
YouTube
help.
highlights with Carry Omnis? Those were pretty cool.
Yeah, maybe if you, don't start with Dominator, Lotus, Solar Crest mechanism.
You're a hater.
I am a hater. I like this, though. Divine Rapier in play on mid one. On mid one soon, I guess. It's got level 25 talent attack range, so I mean, yeah, you can Hurricane Pike, you can blink in towards mid one, but I mean, you weren't winning damage trades before. You're definitely not winning damage trades now.
Yeah. Wow, okay. I've never seen I haven't seen all the talent trees actually of all the heroes, and some of them still surprise me. Like Omni Knight's level 25 talent, 200 purification. Wow, that's a 500 bust heal and damage.
I'm just surprised that Slark isn't at his level 25 talent right now. Pushing an hour in the game, I'm not really sure if the 25 talents on Slark are really going to make that much of a difference. Like, stats, I guess, is kind of nice here.
It's a free ulti orb, like an improved ulti orb, which is pretty good. I don't think he takes
level 25 talent. Look at mid one. He's got 150 attack range. That's a silly talent upgrade right there.
Yeah, Silencer is 200 at level 25. That one I know. Alright, they're looking. Pablo. He smells a Shadow Fiend and he wants it. Oh, it's a Rapier! Did we see that one? Rapier mid
Yeah,
one.
I said it like two times, dude.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just looking at so many things. I'm sorry. Okay. Rapier mid. You should have been more excited. I would have paid attention, but okay.
Oh, sure, it's my fault now.
Yeah, it's your fault.
I see how it is.
This mid one is now a new tower. He has dropped boots for the Rapier, the divine powers of the blade. They gotta blow this guy up. It's not gonna happen. Excalibur has got more refraction charges, so he's gotta be able to resist some of those hits. But I think mid one's gonna hit like a truck now. I'm excited for this game. I would like to just say hello
blink hacks.
To Reddit. Hello Reddit. This game is making it. It's making it. And you know what? We still have 4 games to go. 4 Na'Vi games after this.
We're still about 30 minutes and a secret comeback away from getting to that red.
Oh, they go for Pablo, but Pablo has made a mistake. Pablo, you're gonna lose that Assault Cuirass for your team. Maybe. Oh, are they gonna get it? But Excalibur kills off one of the Shadow Demons, or kills off one of the Shadow Demons already. Mid one, the second one. Is he gonna be able to deal the damage needed? Excalibur gets caught there by the slug, gets pinned down. Going in, Pablo still doing damage. The Lotus Orb is there. Arke is afraid to use spells. MP, be careful. Don't get crit again. No MP. But never mind. Divine Rapier mid one here to save the day. Underlord pops the second cheese. Too many cheeses for mid one. He's trying to hold the line, but his team has let him down. Mid one's gonna fall, and that Rapier goes down. And I think Secret are gonna call it. Are they gonna call it? They still have that Rapier there. They're going for the throne. Oh, I think it is over. It is really over. The Aegis is popped. Pablo goes in. He has that Rapier. He's going ham on that throne. He's losing his life. The amplified damage gets reflected though. The Eclipse. Yeah, it's over. Is it over? Yep, they stun. No glyph. And yep, there we go. The Shadow Fiend goes down again. And it felt like Slark just melted to that TA. Damn.
Slark has...
Right after that I said hi to Reddit. Damn it.
Yeah. Mjolnir, Echo Saber, BKB, and a Silver Edge. If you're not ambushing and getting kills immediately with that Silver Edge, you're not going to win a long drawn out fight. I'm not really sure net worth wise what he was at in the end compared to everyone else. Where is it? 20, yeah, he was like 10k, 15k behind Luna and the Templar Assassin. Like, just net worth wise, there's no fighting against that as a Slark. Unless you kill off someone immediately. So, yeah, farm on Luna and Excalibur. Turns out Mega Creeps are pretty good at winning you a game.
Turns out. And turns out Slark is not the OP hero that all the people in 3K are complaining about. So, all's good in the world. Alright, we're gonna hop into our 4 Na'Vi games after this. I'm actually kind of glad this didn't go to 2 hours. I'm gonna need my voice for the next 4 games, I think. So... for you guys that just tuning in, you just missed a great game that almost became Reddit worthy. And this is Star Series Season 3. You are watching the EU Qualifier group stages. And Secret vs Horde has resulted in a 1-1 tie. And we'll now move on to Ad Infinitum and versus Na'Vi. And I'm excited. I am super excited. I've got all my energy drinks ready to power through the night. But you guys should definitely stay tuned for this. Get your snacks, get your drinks ready. We'll be hopping right into the next series. Mike Loris is my co-caster, and he's going to be joining me for these games as well. I myself am Lysander Zenora, and we'll see you guys in the next set. Don't go anywhere. Much love and Kappa.